Few people would know the name Sidney Leibowitz, but millions know the singer, actor, and comedian by his stage name, Steve Lawrence. Steve began his singing career while in high school. Scores of music publishers had offices in the Brill Building in New York City. Once songs had been published, the publishers sent song pluggers to sing the songs for the band leaders in order to encourage bands to play their music. Steve Lawrence earned money singing for many of those publishers and songwriters. During his time at Thomas Jefferson High School in Brooklyn, his date for prom was famous gossip columnist Rona Barrett. She went on to start a fan club for him as his singing career was taking off. In 1953, at the age of 18, Steve was hired by Steve Allen to be one of the singers, along with Eydie Gormé and Andy Williams, on Allen's local late-night show in New York City. It was during this time that Steve met and fell in love with Eydie Gormé. They continued with the show as it went national, and it eventually became The Tonight Show. Steve and Eydie got married December 29, 1957, in Las Vegas. The couple performed often in Vegas and won the prestigious Las Vegas Entertainment Award 4 times. The duo also received both Emmy and Grammy Awards. Steve was drafted and served in the United States Army in the late 1950s. He was the official vocal soloist with the U.S. Army Band. He also had recording success in the late 50s and early 60s, including earning a gold record for the #1 hit, Go Away Little Girl. Steve and Eydie performed together on TV, nightclubs, and theaters for the next 50-plus years, until Eydie retired in 2009 due to health reasons. Steve earned a Tony nomination for his 1964 performance in the show What Makes Sammy Run. He starred in another show on Broadway, Golden Rainbow, based on the play A Hole in the Head. His wife Eydie co-starred. Although the show wasn't a huge success, it ran for 383 performances and featured the famous song, I've Got to Be Me. Steve guest starred in many TV shows, from variety shows like The Carol Burnett Show and The Danny Kaye Show, to dramas like Police Story and Night Gallery. Steve also had his own variety show for one season in 1965. In a 1987 episode of Murder, She Wrote, Steve played the father of George Clooney. He also played Morty Fine, Fran's dad, in The Nanny. Steve also had roles in several movies, including a memorable cameo as Maury the Agent in The Blues Brothers and its sequel. Steve was friends with Frank Sinatra and was a frequent opening act for him. In 1991, Steve and Eydie accompanied Sinatra on his last world tour, which lasted 11 months. Steve often joked that another famous Rat Pack member, Dean Martin, used to refer to him as Steve and Eydie, even when Steve was by himself. Steve and Eydie had 2 sons. His son, Michael, died at age 23 of an undiagnosed heart condition. After their son's death, Steve and Eydie suspended touring for a year. His other son, David, is an award-winning composer who wrote the score for the highly successful Disney movie, High School Musical. Eydie died in Las Vegas on August 10, 2013, 6 days before her 85th birthday, after a brief, undisclosed illness. Steve issued a statement, Eydie has been my partner on stage and in my life for more than 55 years. I fell in love with her the moment I saw her, and even more the first time I heard her sing. While my personal loss is unimaginable, the world has lost one of the greatest pop vocalists of all time. Steve retired from performing after being diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in 2019, but the world continues to enjoy his music. Here's looking back at Steve Lawrence.